You have to register the ones you have? You can only buy one a month? You can't have that ammunition feeding device? Oh, check this out. There's a lot of stuff in here. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. After losing their attempt to take chunks out of the Second Amendment yesterday, you know, the forced attempt by Chuck Schumer and the Democrats in the Senate to try to pass an assault weapon ban, mandatory storage, and a gun registry, well, after they took that loss, the Democrats went to work. They submitted a 218-page bill that looks to fundamentally change Americans' right to keep and bear arms. And, almost predictably, there was a mass casualty incident after the failed attempt to ban guns. It's almost like you can see this stuff coming. The bill is called the Gun Violence Prevention and Community Safety Act and was introduced yesterday by Senator Elizabeth Warren, the fake Indian out of Massachusetts, and Representative Hank Johnson, yes, the one that thought that an island would tip over because too many Marines. Old Guam. Guys, this is a huge bill, and I want to tell you everything that's in it so that you can be informed and make those calls and have those conversations with your legislators. Area code 202-224-3121. Start making those calls again. Y'all blew up the phones in the last 72 hours now. Y'all killed it. You crushed it. I got calls from friends in different states. Oklahoma was one. They said the phones are ringing off the hook. Y'all killed it, and we're going to have to keep doing it because a lot of y'all realized yesterday that these legislators don't know all the bills, and this is one they're not going to know. Before I get into it, I want to thank Sportsman's Guide for sponsoring the video. It's the holiday season, and we're all feeling the heat of finding the perfect gift. Same here as each day ticks by. If you've got hunters or outdoor freaks on your list, you got to check out the Sportsman's Guide. You can shop a huge selection of hunting and plinking gear from top brands, plus clothing and footwear for hunting, hiking, or casual wear from some of the best brands around. Freedom seeds and launchers as well. If they love the outdoors, they'll love a gift from the Sportsman's Guide. So check out the link down below and use code GADGETS to save $20 off the first $100 you spend. Thanks to Sportsman's Guide for being a friend of the channel. All right, let's get into this omnibus bill that looks to attack the U.S. Constitution. Plain and simple, that's what it is. We're going to take a peek at what the bill has inside of it, 218 pages, and I want you to count the lies and comment down below how many you hear or see. Also, I want to make a quick note. With yesterday's announcement of House Speaker McCarthy, former House Speaker McCarthy retiring, we got McHenry retiring from the House, as well as Santos's expulsion. The House, only the House majority is one seat by the Republicans. One seat. So the Democrats have control of the Senate. They could probably flip a vote or two in the House very easily. It's time to pay attention, especially to bills that try to sneak stuff through like this. Here we go. What this bill looks to do, we'll go through the bunches. It wants to create a federal gun licensing system. Establish a federal gun licensing system that requires individuals to obtain a federal or qualifying state-issued license to purchase or own a firearm or ammunition. It wants to encourage states to create their own gun licensing systems through a grant program that provides funding for training and implementation of state-based gun licensing systems. That's called a bribe. Wants to strengthen background checks by requiring universal background checks, by closing the made-up and fake gun show loophole, and expanding federal background checks to all gun sales, including sales at gun shows and by private sellers. They want to get rid of that right that we all have to sell things face-to-face to lawful, law-abiding, qualified citizens, no matter what the product is. They want to close this fake Charleston loophole by requiring a completed background check for all gun sales. That's removing the person-to-person sale as well. They want to mandate reporting and background check denials by requiring federal authorities to alert state law enforcement agencies when an individual fails a background check. Newsflash, local and state police cannot charge federal crimes. They want to keep guns out of the wrong hands. How? By banning individuals who present safety threats from buying guns, including individuals subject to restraining orders, convicted of misdemeanor stalking offenses, or with outstanding arrest warrants. They also want to establish a federal extreme risk protection order system. Yep, a national red flag law is on the table again. That would allow family members and law enforcement to request a court order to temporarily remove guns from individuals at heightened risk of harming themselves or those around them, and creating a new grant, that's a bribe, to incentivize states to implement their own red flag systems. They also want to crack down on gun theft by creating a series of security infrastructure requirements for licensed gun dealers, including secure gun storage, security systems, and anti-theft alarms. Newsflash, those are all required by all FFLs who have gun stores. Shocker. They want to ensure responsible gun usage and storage. How? Raising the minimum age for buying a firearm or ammunition from 18 to 21, so as steal rights away from adults. They want to create a 7-day waiting period for all firearm sales. They want to ensure safe gun storage by requiring all firearms be sold with a secure storage or locking device, and requiring gun owners to keep their guns securely stored or locked when not in use. They want to keep guns out of schools by expanding the failed Gun-Free School Zone Act to ban all guns on college and university campuses. That was enacted by then Senator Joe Biden and is single-handedly responsible for all the shootings at schools. Got to say things certain ways here. All the shootings at schools, including the one that took place yesterday. Why? Target-rich environments. Bad guys aren't going to go shoot up places where they think there might be 5 to 15 or 30 people in there that are going to put holes in them. Yes, let's make more target-rich environments. They want to keep weapons of war off our streets. They want to ban military-style assault weapons and other lethal accessories, including large-capacity ammunition feeding devices, bump stocks, trigger cranks, and require owners of military-style assault weapons to register them under the National Firearms Act. Create a voluntary federal buyback program for military-style assault weapons, large-capacity ammunition feeding devices, firearm silencers, and firearm mufflers. Ban untraceable and undetectable firearms by requiring gun kit makers to follow the same rules as other gun manufacturers. They also want to ban machines that were specifically designed to manufacture ghost guns at home, and the distribution of instructions or codes for the 3D printing of guns. Oh, it keeps going. They want to crack down on gun trafficking rather than just do their damn jobs. They want to ban bulk gun purchases. How? By limiting gun purchases to 1 a month. Create a new federal anti-trafficking law to ban straw purchasing. Well, that's already a federal law. These senators and representatives don't even know that. Improve oversight of gun dealers. How? Increase regulatory authority of the ATF to inspect gun shops and hold them accountable, and authorize the hiring of 650 new ATF staff to conduct inspections and oversight of gun stores. They want to enhance federal record keeping of gun sales by requiring licensed gun dealers to transmit sales records to the ATF to be stored indefinitely in a centralized electronic database. That means searchable gun registry. Who has what and where they live. They want to repeal the tie-hard amendments, a series of harmful appropriation riders that limit law enforcement's ability to trace guns used in crimes and hold gun dealers accountable when they break the law. They want to hold the gun industry accountable for wrongdoing by strengthening the public's ability to hold gun manufacturers accountable, and they do that by clarifying that they are not immune from civil liability. Well, they're not. They're just immune from frivolous lawsuits by idiots and criminals who use their product. They want to regulate firearms for consumer safety by authorizing the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission to address safety defects in firearms and firearm accessories. They want to allow for the use of gun trace data in civil proceedings. They want to raise the excise tax. You get taxed on everything here, and they want to add more to it. Gun sales, 30% tax, and ammunition, 50% tax, and use the proceeds to invest in community-based gun violence and intervention programs. So we're going to tax you on your Second Amendment items and put that money to programs that are designed to take away your right. And the last group, they want to invest in research and community-based gun violence prevention. They want to fund federal gun violence prevention research by providing $120 million in annual funding for federal research into gun violence, $60 million to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and $60 million to the U.S. Department of Justice. They want to invest in community-based gun violence intervention programs by creating a new grant system to provide $120 million per year for local governments, hospitals, and nonprofit organizations to implement evidence-based gun violence intervention programs. So we already had a bill that was passed and signed into law last June of 2022 called the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. The community research part, the groups, they got a lot of money. They got billions of dollars, and this seeks to give them more. And if it's not working, throwing money at it isn't going to work either. This bill is filled with bull, lots of bull, and it seeks to take all of the bills that the Democrats will their big dream of destroying the Second Amendment is all in one omnibus bill, and this is it here, guys. 218 pages, and the Gun Violence Prevention and Community Safety Act should be called the attack on the Constitution and infringing on the Second Amendment Act, because that's all it does. Call your representatives, call your senators, area code 202-224-3121. It's on the screen, it's in the description, it's in the pinned comment. It takes you 2 minutes to call these folks. If you don't know who your representatives are, if you don't know who your senators are, you should learn that. But the easy way to do this is you call that number, it goes right to the switchboard at the Capitol, and you say, I live in wherever, Johnson City, Tennessee, I want to speak to my U.S. representative. Boop, transfers you right over. You'll speak to an aide in their office, and you say, hi, my name is, and I live at, that way they know you're one of theirs, and I am here to tell you, I'm calling to tell you that the representative or the senator should vote no on the Gun Violence Prevention and Community Safety Act because, give them a couple quick reasons. That's a 45-second phone call, y'all, and it made a difference. In yesterday's attempted vote, you had senators pop up all over the place saying, oh, no, we can't, this is an infringement on the Second Amendment. We will object to this attempt to force this vote. When they feel the heat, they see the light. Be that heat, guys and gals. We are the embers of freedom. I should make a shirt. We are the embers of freedom, and we need to keep their asses to the coals. Till we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun. Subscribe to this channel if you love the Second Amendment. My name is Jared. This is Guns and Gadgets. Thank you for your time. See you on the next one. Take care.